Going on. This is going to be your last reading of the year. The year. All right, let's see what's going on. Universe, angel, spirit guides for my Leos, please. Sorry, I got to push this sweater down, hoodie. Queen of Pentacles came out and the Knight of Wands. What's that all about? And Wheel of Fortune. All right. The Queen of Pentacles talks about your stability, Leo. It talks about your earthiness, you nurturing, love, kind, caring, being here for family. But crossing you is the Knight of Wands. That's casual. That's an affair. That's in, out. That's non-committal. This is at the back of your mind. Now, the Wheel of Fortune is probably doing this to you. This, believe it or not, is a blessing in disguise for you because it's highlighting or triggering some shit in your world, Leo, letting you know that you're carrying too much. Also what you're lacking, also what you're missing, also what you need in your life. And now it's going to get you in your head. It's going to be the fight over your wish fulfillment and desires versus you letting go of somebody. How many times are you going to tell this person over and over again your wants until it turns into fights? Then you're going to close off and then you're just going to mentally disengage. And so goes the story until you end up with someone else. But I digress. I don't see that yet here. I see this turning into a situation with somebody. Let me see what's going on. What's coming in for Leo? By the way, these are all going to get clarified as well. All right, what's coming in for Leo, please? I do love the Ten of Cups. But I see you thinking about it. You're going to put your cards on the table, right? You're going to Ace of Swords them. Be honest and say, let's just put it all out there. Let's just discuss this. Because what's on the table is Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is a happy partnership. It's a happy relationship. 5 cups are yours and 5 cups are theirs. All right? You see this couple here? Very happy. It's also meaning blended family. Or at work, you're with your colleagues. They like you like them. It's working. It's vibing. But you're in your head. Others of you, this could be the other person that you've got to deal with. Queen of Swords, a female, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay. Maybe that's your boss or something. But you're going to think about it. You're going to sit there, Leo, and you're going to say, do I keep investing in this place, in this relationship, in this person? So you move forward slowly and cautiously. Something's gotten in your head. And you best believe it is those 3 fates working on your behalf to move your life forward. Because you're tired, you're overwhelmed, you're overburdened. All right. What's the surprise here for my Leos, please? What's the surprise? Surprise for Leo, please. Oh my God, this hoodie is the softest, warmest thing in the world. I'm sure you've all seen it. It's called Comfort, all over your Instagram. I do like it. I am going to put a link down below because I do get a discount, which goes over to you too. But they support mental health awareness and they support all those causes. So I'm down for that. It goes right on brand with me and my collective, I hope. All right, 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands talks about arguments, blocks, obstacles, issues, things that are in your way, things that are on your path that are deterring you. Sometimes this comes in interesting ways and forms, right? And this a lot has to do with your marriage or your commitment or something that's traditional to you, like your career, like your education, things like that. Now, these blocks and obstacles, I'll be honest with you, look at it. This is challenges in a sense of competition at work. These are challenges or blocks where the universe put them in front of your face on purpose because they're holding you back before you mess up some sort of plans. This is you pushing back here with somebody because you're just fighting with somebody. But I gotta tell you this, when you're fighting with somebody, you obviously care about them and they care about you. I ain't gonna waste my energy or my time on someone I don't give a shit about. I'll tell you that. So I always find that interesting. This is my least painful 5. 5s I'm not a fan of. Those are the challenges that we go through in life. But this 5, this is more like a wake-up call. It's like snap, snap, like things are happening now. All right? But again, I digress. It's got something to do with your marriage, your commitment, your institution, or something that's traditional, like your job or career. What is the advice here for Leos, please? The 7 of Pentacles. Interesting. 7 of Pentacles. You need to pause. All my 7s are pause. Pause. Reflect. But depending on the element. This being Pentacles is telling me something regarding that is stable in your world. Something that's stable in your life. You built time and energy with this job, this career, this location, your home, your marriage, your commitment. Do you keep investing? Or is it time to take one of these seeds and plant it somewhere else? If you built it there, you can build it over there. Grass isn't greener on the other side. Grass is green where you water it, Leo. Oh, you want to water your grass right there? You best believe you're going to fucking build a garden. It will grow. Because that's where you're going to put your energy. So they're telling you, think about that. Where do you want to disperse your energy? Who deserves your energy? Where is it worth its while? Right? Hunker down. Take a time out. Lie low. Be a hermit. You know what? Get rid of the noise. Get away from the noise. Take time for yourself to make that wise choice and decision. And it's going to be based on your past, your history, your knowledge, all the things you have learned up until now. What is the outcome of the week here for Leo? Ten of Swords. 10 of Swords ending. Betrayal. But after this ending and betrayal, there's going to be you weighing pros and cons. I don't know what you're weighing your pros and cons. That to me is like, oh, really? But I don't know if you're doing it. But you are weighing your pros and cons. We'll see to what. It could be your marriage for some of you. Others of you, it's something in regards to being fair. So maybe this has got something to do with work or career. Being fair and balanced and honest. Leo, please. Let's start clarifying. Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands, please, for Leo. The Page of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. Look at all these little knights and pages. And the Devil. Here's your narcissist. Here's your toxic person. Here's your toxic situation. Here's you in your head. This is fear of the future, the unknown, insecurities, attachment style, detachment style, addictions, obsessions. I even get this mofo in my readings sometimes, and I know I'm on the wrong track when I see it in my readings. So easily I could snap myself out of it when I see it in my tarot readings. This is why I love tarot. Tarot is the greatest tool in the world to help us get focused, to help us get on track. If we're in a reverie, boom, snap, wake up. There's a goddamn devil in your reading. Why is that shithole there? All right? Someone's coming to talk to you and have a heart-to-heart conversation. Something got boring, something stagnated, something needs to be learned. If this is work related, yeah, you're at the bottom of a totem pole. You got to work your way up. Somebody here's not crossing their T's or dotting their I's. But you're looking for stability. If this is in love, someone wants to come and have a heart-to-heart conversation to you in regards to something that was casual, light, and fluffy. It needs to graduate, it needs to go to the next level, or it doesn't at all. It expires. All right? And the devil is going back in circles, cycles, all over again. Repeat, obsession, depression, all of the crap, all of the stuff that's negative, all the stuff that's toxic, right? But here you are going back and forth. You know, Leo, you know you could be every queen in the house. You could be the queen that's mature, emotionally available. You could be the queen that's stable. You could be the queen of rationale. You are the goddamn queen of fire, that's for sure. hotness, creativity, spiciness, sassiness. You could be all of that. And you damn well know, Leo, how to use all those elements to your advantage. So when you see this thing, it's that one thing that you're going to have to work on all of 2026. It's your fixed side. It's your side that can't let go, right? But I'm going to tell you, there's somebody here that's coming in that loves you. And I'm not going to ignore this Ace of Cups. These two together, they mean something. Now, mind you, this is going into your 2026. So let's see how this week caps off. But somebody's coming to talk to you, heart to heart, about something. Casual, flaky, that is. But you're firm. You're stable. Now, let's see what this Queen of Swords is with the Ten of Cups, please. Clarify. All right, the Chariot. The Chariot, Cancer energy, talks about you are so focused on your mission, which is a good thing. Sometimes it's a good thing, sometimes it's a bad thing. Because when we're driving, we don't look outside our window. It's like, you know how sometimes you are driving in your car and you're thinking about something and you're just kind of like on autopilot driving? That's what that is. It's like you're on autopilot with one thing in your mind and you're not thinking anything else, regardless of the positive, negative, external factors. None of it is coming there. You're thinking, I don't know, maybe a reconciliation here, your wish fulfillment, your desires, because above all else, you're definitely looking for your stability, but you're not going to be able to not walk away from the thing that doesn't emotionally serve you. It's just... You're not, and that's because you are a fire sign. You're going to weigh your pros and cons, and you're going to make a sacrifice. And it always leads to this Ace of Cups. Oh, look at you. You're the Sun card. And that's what comes after the Ace of Cups. But then you're going to feel stuck and trapped because, oh my God, you had this whole life. This whole life is like, what's supposed to go away? Everything I knew? What if I was to tell you, yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Because it's the year of the horse. And it's about courage. And it's about fire. Because it's a fire horse. And those hooves catch fire. And they go into 2026 with purpose and life. Got a whole life ahead of you to live. What is this Five of Wands? Let me see what's going on here. And I say this to you with the preface of this Ten of Swords staring at me at your outcome. Nine of Wands. Yes, the fighting, the arguing. Because of these blocks, obstacles, issues, it makes you instantly put up these guards, right? And look, these are all wands. Wands are action. You just feel like that wounded warrior about to give up. But at the same token, you're still waiting for your ships to come in. Your validation to come in, your person to come in, something to come in. But you're ready to drop it. And the second you do, you get that vindication, validation. What is the Seven of Pentacles, please? You have to let go. You got to take one of these seeds that you've planted and grew something, a whole garden. It's time to plant a new garden. I know you don't like what I'm saying. I know a lot of you are like, you're wrong. Maybe I am. You're the discerning adults. I'm just telling what the cards say. But it's telling me for you to let go of somebody. And when I see a devil lurking around, you best believe you got to give one in the gut and say, get out of here, to the devil. Some of you, it's because you have a third-party situation. You need to collaborate with the person that's emotionally mature and available. But I'll be damned every time I shuffle these cards and this Ace of Cups isn't lurking. By now, you all know that's a fresh new start in love. By now, you all know an Ace of Cups is usually someone new. Or it's an offer of something new that you will love. What is the Ten of Swords? I don't know if you're being betrayed or you are doing the betraying, but this fighting, this blocks, obstacles, issues, this is your blessing in disguise. It brings you to a place. You're like, how could that be a blessing in disguise? This king is available for you, Leo. This is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. They don't have to be, but they're not the ones who are going to scream the I love yous. They're available to you, but here's your other person. Your stable person, earthy, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. You need to make a judgment call to manifest this passionate future that you want. You're ready to rock and roll. I know what your 2026 looks like. Peek a D. You want to peek? That's a passion in the beginning. With who? A lover. And then the Hierophant. Maybe you go traditional with your lover. Your outcome with this individual, it just felt like enough was enough for you. And it came out of nowhere. I don't know if you're going to be okay with that. I don't know. I see you also weighing your pros and cons with this individual. What are we going to read about for member spirit? You deserve love. You're not getting it from some source. If Spirit is telling you this, they're saying, look, you deserve love. You're lovable. You're a creature of God. You deserve to be loved. Unless that's what you want to sacrifice, your love for stability. You know, mind over matter or mind over your heart. We'll see more when we clarify in the extended, but Spirit's like, you're allowed to make moves. Just do it above board and you'll be fine, Leo. High Priestess of Air. Is that what that's saying to you? It is. I gotta read this to you. This is about energy flow. You have drawn the symbol of the High Priestess of Air, the goddess of rational thought. Logical thinking, reasoning, and using your mind to consider the next right action are the qualities encouraged by the High Priestess of Air. Now is the time to think before you act. You're blessed with a wonderful mind and an imagination. Your ability to communicate is enhanced when you meet the High Priestess of Air. This is the moment to have reasonable conversations and make calculated decisions. Well, you go, Leo. You go. All right, guys, that's what I have for you. Everyone else, I'll see you next year. Everyone else, and happy holidays. Everyone else, members, I'll see you over there.